Hi, this is Maureen Brosnan, and as we continue to navigate our way through the worst pandemic of our lifetime, it's important to note Livonia has not been impacted the same as other Michigan cities or the same as many other cities in the nation. We've been standing in the eye of the hurricane due in large part to the age of our population. There are 28 nursing homes and senior living sites in Livonia, with more than 2,100 residents that we're taking care of, plus staff. As of today, 782 people have been infected with COVID-19, and we've lost 146 residents to the virus. More than 18% of the people who contract the virus have died from it. That is possibly the worst fatality rate in the nation. Clearly, we're in the midst of a health crisis, but we can already see how this is shaping up and quickly turning into an economic crisis. So, today I wanted to share with you some of the things that the City of Livonia is doing as we brace for the economic crisis ahead. First, let's be clear in understanding what we're up against. This is what we have so far. State shared revenues will be cut, and our budget will take a hit of about $1.4 million. We stand to lose revenue from fees at the rec center and the libraries and others that are estimated to be between $1.5 and $2 million. Lower fuel taxes will result in a loss of about $1.1 million in road improvement money. And lower water sales will result in a 15 to 20% less revenue to our water fund. Couple that with the consumer price index now down less than 1%, and we are looking at a much lower property tax revenue. Livonia is not sitting still. We're not waiting for bad news. We began to brace for the loss of revenue at the start of the pandemic when we initiated the Workforce Protection Plan and we furloughed 37% of our workforce, saving the city $160,000 each week. Those furloughs have continued, and they're going to continue until we can afford to bring back our highly skilled, well-trained workforce. We also eliminated temporary staff, saving $160,000. This week, we're taking another step in saving money. The city has adopted a capital cost containment plan, which will defer about $4.5 to $5 million worth of spending on large capital projects. This program is designed to defer, eliminate, or reduce the scope of projects that were slated to be completed this year. Now, we've done this with a great deal of thought. We can't and we shouldn't cut everything. So we're going to continue projects that were either already approved and the project has begun, where there's an advanced use of technology, where there's a project that needs to promote safety or protect our current assets. So some of these projects are improvements to the Livonia Police Department's communication and dispatch center, replacement of roofs at Wilson Barn and Silver Village Apartments. We're going to tear out and rebuild an unsafe playground at Greenwood Park. The Newburgh Village will get a new HVAC system, and most of the water and sewer projects are going to remain on the docket. Now, some of the examples of projects that will be deferred or scaled back include major vehicle purchases for fire, DPW, and community resources. We're able to do this thanks to an aggressive replacement plan that we began years ago. Interior renovations, new furniture and equipment at the library and the rec center, we're not going to be able to keep those projects moving forward. And the Country Homes Playground Replacement Program is going to have to be put on hold this year. There are others, and we'll be talking about them as we move through the year. So as we continue to take care of our community through this economic crisis caused by a health crisis, know that we are working hard to get Livonia its fair share of relief funding from the federal government, from the state, and from the county. But it isn't easy. There are enormous sums of money that are being talked about providing to local government. And right now, the formula that's used to determine who gets what is one that doesn't reflect the battle that we've been facing in Livonia. We continually rank toward the bottom of the list when relief dollars are being given out, while we rank at the top of the list when it comes to the impact that the virus has had on our city. This disparity means that without economic support, Livonia may be slower to come back to a stable economy, slower than other cities in Michigan. So, Know that we have the ear of our state and federal lawmakers, and we're talking to them constantly about how to make up for that gross inequity in future relief funding to ensure that our city comes back strong. Know, too, that the number of new cases of COVID-19 are decreasing. That's good news, and it's thanks to all the hard work that all of you have been doing, staying home, washing your hands, wearing masks and gloves. So, Livonia, let's continue to work hard, let's continue to flatten the curve, and let's stay strong.